Welcome to Yeshiva Daf, Shir Lord Nishmas. I'm Yaakov Shalom and Leah Basitzchok. We're holding in Sanhedrin Daf Talid, and this is the Daf that was given on Shabbos, and we're just going to review it quickly. We're going to start the Dalam Daf on top. It says the Gemara. Omar Yitzchok Rabbi Yisrael Rabbi Yochanan Rabbi v'Rabbi Yehuda ben Royetz u'Beit Shammai v'Rabbi Shimon v'Rabbi Akiva Kula Sfiru Yesh Eim Lemikra. They all agree Yesh Eim Lemikra. What does it mean? When you have a pasuk which you have a kri and a ksiv, you read it one way, but it's written another way. Do you follow the mikra or do you follow the ksiv? So the Gemara says we have here a list of Tanoim that they say Yesh Eim Lemikra, go to the kri. Rabbi Adamon, we just said before, Yershi'un Lashon Rabbi, Yershi'un is plural. And from here we learn that you have to be two Dayanim and the Elohim. And Rabbi says, the other Elohim is also two. To get that, you have to get to five, because N based in Shakal. But it says Yershi'un is without a Vav. So based on the Ksiv, it's only one. Rabbi Yehuda ben Royetz, what is that? The Tanya. Shal Talmidim is Rabbi Yehuda ben Royetz. Ekorani Shivim, we're talking about. It says, when a woman gives birth to a male, she has 7 days of tumah and 33 days of tahara. When she gives a birth to a female, she has 66 days of tahara. How many days of tumah does she have? So we know it's 2 weeks. Why? Because it says in the pasuk shu'ayim. But if you wait, the way it's written in the Torah is without a vav. So it should be the way it's written is shivim, 70. Why do you say 70? Yichol de'enu yodas nekiva tmeya shivim. Maybe it's 70 days. Olam timev is tier bezach. By the male, when she gives birth to a male, there's two and tahara. V'timev v'tier b'nekevo. And the same thing happens by a female birth. Ma'ata shetir bezach, when she gives birth to a baby boy. B'nekevo kiflaim. So the tahara is double. That's 33 days. That's 66 days. Haka shetir bezach or b'nekevo kiflaim. So the tumah as well goes from 7 to 14. Toys brings over here, you could say another thing that we cannot be that the tumah will be more than the tahara. If you tell me the tumah is 70 days, the tahara is only 66, the tahara will be less than the tumah. Then after they left, he ran after them, you don't have to get to this. Shwayim Karina, the way you read it is Shwayim. You go based on the Kri, not based on the Ksiv. So another one that goes based on the Mikra. Now, Toys just to mention, speaks about the idea that maybe when the Kri and the Ksiv do not contradict each other, maybe then when the Kri and the Ksiv do not contradict each other, maybe we say that we do say, then everybody agrees and everybody agrees to do both. But Toys himself is not so sure about it, brings rice to here, and therefore it's Dover, which is not so pashut. Okay, says the Gemara, another raya. Beit Shammai, what's Beit Shammai? What's another mandama that says Yesh Eim Lemikra? Because it says, did not Beit Shammai yoyim kol hanisonim al mizbeach achitzoin shenosan b'moton ha'achas kippur or v'chato shtei matonos. What does it mean? When you have the korbanis, you have to do matona on the mizbeach. How much do you have to do? So when you have a regular korban, you have to do usually shtayim shemamar, 2 quarters that go on the 2 sides of the mizbeach, and that is going to be 2, which will touch 4. But chatas, you have to do 4 corners. You go to the 4 edges. That's what it is. So as the Gemara, what happens if you did only? How much is the minimum amount? So say Beit Shammai, regular korbanis, 1 is the minimum amount. Chatas, the minimum amount is 2. You have to do 2 applications of blood on the mizbeach. Or we still say, even chatos 1 is good enough. Says the Gemara, my time at the Beit Shammai. What's the reason of Beit Shammai? Because it says, kindness. The pasuk says, 3 psukim, each one says kindness a different way. 2 of them have kindness, we'll see. But the way you write it, it's different than the way you read it. But the way you read it, it says kindness lo sharam. Kindness means double. You have to have 2 corners, and you say it double 3 times. Double 3 times means 6. Hare can't change, but there's only 4 corners. So 4 is the first requirement to put in each corner blood, and the extra two to say that two of them were me'akif. Or kindness, no. When you look at the way it's written, the first one is written with a vav, but the other two is written without a vav. So the one without a vav is only one, kindness. One and one is two, and then kindness with a vav is four. Harikan arba. Three are mitzvah, and one is me'akif. So mitzvah, if it's only four, maybe it means only l'chatchila, but never di'evet. Kapara b'chdi lo ashkach. Kapara alone you don't have, you need to have at least one which is me'akif. So what about B'Shama? Or B'Shama didn't say that. So Tony says either B'Shama disagree with this svara, or they hold that the when you throw the blood on the bottom of the mizbeach, that's the kapara. It's not because they become kapara b'chdi. So B'Shama disagree with the Beisil on this nekudo. Beisil say you have to have at least one mitzvah. Now, the Gemara is telling us the way you have the three words kindness, one of them is with a vav and the other two are without. It says if you look at our Torah, with the way our Torah is written, none of them have a vav. Rav Kiva Eiger in Shabbos Daf Nehemud Beis has a list of places in Shas where the Gemara brings psukim the way they had a Messiris, which is different than what we have in the Torah. And one of the examples is this Gemara over here. There's another one which we'll see in the base, and in this daf, and which seems that there are some differences between the Torah that the Gemaras are using and the Torah that we have. There's some small differences, or maybe it means the Torah in Shemaim, which we have to understand. But this is the Aro here in Shabbos Daf Nunei. So the Rav Shimon with Rav Shimon at the time Shtein Kichos Shlish Tefillah Tefach talking about Sukkah. Sukkah you have two full walls of 7 tefachim, one is even a tefach. Shimon Ha'im has Shalosh Kichos, you have 3 walls of 7. For Revi it's a real tefach. The Ma'akev, if they go what's the machlokes. But in Tzav Yeshem the Messiris, you go based on the Messiris, which means you go based on the Ksiv. For Shimon Tzav Yeshem the Mikro. Explains the Gemara. But in Tzav Yeshem the Messiris, Besukkah, 2 of them have no vav, one of them has with the vav. Harei Kanarba. Now Chad Kol Gufei, take one of the psukim without the vav. For Gufei Pashas means Dorshim Tchilois. You don't end Dorshim Tchilois, take out one pasuk. Pashut last, then you have one without a vav, 2 with a vav, that's 3 walls. Sayich so Garos of the Shlishis will keep Zot Tefach. Kain Dalach Sinai took the third one, made it smaller. So you have to do 2 kilchasot. Shlish Zafil Tefach. If you have Shimon, so if Shimon learns, Besukkahs, you read it the way the Kri is, all Lashon Rabbi. So I read Kadshesh. Talachakra, the Gufei, one of them you take out the Gufei, that's the Tchilois. Partial but then you have 4 left. So Yikaso, Goros Levis, Ukra Tafach, Yichasakim took the 4th wall and made it down to Tafach. That's have to have 3 Kilchasom, Revis Tafach. So he learns the Kri. Rekiba Tanya, Rekiba Imer, Minayel Revis Dom, Shiotza Mishtei Mesim, Shemetalim Beoyel. How do I know? We know revis of blood of a mace causes tumas oil. How do I know even if it's for 2 revis coming from 2 different macing joints together to cause tumas oil? Shnema called nefashos mace le'avoy. Shnei nefashos shir echad. It says nefashos is loshen rabbi. Mace is loshen yachid. Meaning the shear of a mace, but 2 nefashos. For born nefashos ksiv, it's written without a vav. So here we have a list of mandarim that say yesh im lemikra, and there's mandarim that argue, or whoever argues and then says yesh im lemisiris. Says the more matkiv or avachav bar Yaakov. Miika the leis yesh im lemikra. How can you disagree with that? How can anybody hold any? You don't say the creed. That time it says in the bright so bechalevi moy. We learn loy sebashel gdi bechalevi moy. From here you learn you're not allowed to cook meat with milk. Why? Because it says chalev. Chalev means milk. Yachol bechalev, maybe it means fat. Maybe it doesn't mean milk. So then what Abdallah base, oh nice, mikro. Because the way you read it, it's a chalev. Chalev means chalav. The reason you don't say chalav, it's because it's nisbach. Chalev yimoy. But you say cha with a cha, not with a chay. So it's milk, not fat. So what you see over here, everybody has to dash. If not, how do you know you're not allowed to cook meat with milk? Everybody has to say Yeshem Mikro. So I didn't explain the machlekes that we brought in the Mudalef. The word is going on to explain all of them. For Rabbi Rabbanon back, let me forget the machlekes Rabbi Rabbanon regarding our drush that says Yeshiun is Loshen Rabbi Loshen Yochid. Rabbi Sova Yeshiun Elokim Achrini. Rabbanon Sova Yeshiun Deach De'ai. Meaning, Everybody says Yeshiva with a Vav. So you have two. If you have another Elohim, it's another two. Rebbe learns another two. I wouldn't say it's not another two. It's the same Elohim you mentioned before. The Torah refers to that. You go in front of two, it says again, the same two. Can't be two, it has to be three, but not five. But you dash him for the really Yeshiva is Loshem Rabbi. Rabbi writes, I spoke about the fact that you do Yeshiva in the Mikul, Gabi Shvuayim, it's 2 weeks, not Shivim. We didn't find anybody arguing him. Besilel, what about Besilel that say that it needs to be, you can do only one matana by Chatos. So we're learning because Karnois is without a Vav. So no, the time of keeper, it says by Chatos in 3 parshas, the Chatos says the word keeper. Pre'adin, because you have a limud, you will learn to tell me that you have a problem, and the keeper is going to tell you otherwise. What is it? It says domin lamato. It says domin lamalo. So the same way lamato, one matona works, so also by us, pechatos, one matona should work. What is lamato? So Rashi brings 3 explanations. If you look at Rashi, in the beginning, Rashi didn't have Rudomim. Rashi says, partial lamato gabi chatas oif, yeshlias koil. By a bird, it's chatas oif. Then in Rashi, after she knows what nachas kiper, he says, lo shenacher, nimru down lamato mechuta sikro boil v'shlomim. Boil v'shlomim, the ashol. They're given in the bottom half of the mizbeach. You apply the blood below chuta sikro and the bottom half of the mizbeach. Mashegin chata is in the top half of the mizbeach. So he brings that's the second pshat he brings, and then if we later in the Rashi brings the third pshat. Lo shenacher lemato bash tachtoino the veikor ba'ashom is ksiv. Lo shorim tzohikor the lo shor tzohizikor. So we'll see in a moment why what's Rashi bothers, especially with the first lashon. So the one says we have a place where one matana works, either oif or oil shlomim and asham, or specifically asham. So it says the Gemara, or klach lederzu. Ne'amadoim b'chutz ne'amadoim b'fim. You have chatas outside, you have chatas inside, chatas apnimios, which is a korban of a tzibur. Inside the mizbeach apnimi, you can't miss anything. That's a pashut. Rashi brings the Mishnah Zvachim that says the chiser matra achas me'akev. We learn from a pasuk. So says the Gemara, amadoim b'chutz chiser chanados lo'esot klum. Okay, so maybe you learn from there. You have to have all 4 zrikas. So let's see what it's similar to. Maybe you learn from outside karbonis or outside karbonis and not from inside karbonis. Or klachet derzu. Don't chatos without kindness. Chatos the arba kindness. You learn chatos in 4 kindness. 4 kindness. Don't learn from this, which means from the outside, which is not chatos. This is what Rashi says against the first pshat. Because the first pshat said chatas oif, it is a chatas. So he says it's very hard to explain it. But you speak about other karbonis, then it makes sense. Talmud lo'ima v'kiper. That's why it says a keeper 3 times, priyadim. Kiper b'shaloi nosen al shloisho. Keeper itself 4 becomes 3. Keeper hava k'pisho nosen al shtayim. The second keeper tell you don't say 4. First one says 4, don't say 4, 3 is enough. Second one says 3, 2 is enough. Kiper b'shaloi nosen al akas. That's what it says 3 times keeper. Tell you you don't have to do 4, 1 is good enough. What's the Chayv Shirabon? Shirun Sovar, we're going talking about Sukkah. Shirun Sovar, Schocho, Loi Baikro. Schocho, you don't need a pasuk. Rabban Tzavei, Schocho, Baikro. Rabban hold, you do have to need a pasuk in Schach. So the question is, in other words, we said you have 4 words for Sukkah. That's 3 walls. What's the 4th one? Rabbi holds it's the 4th wall. Rabban didn't say, no, that's for the Schach. That's why I need the 4th one. Same way, Kiver Rabbanim Bapling. What's the Kiver Rabbanim? Kiver so nefashos tied to Mashra, 2 nefashos. But inside nefashos is the Alma Mashra. Nice, even the world. Says the Gemara over the Kule Alma Yeshem Lamikro. I want to tell you, everybody agrees Yeshem Lamikro. That Tanya, it says in the Brayso, L'toita voice. So it says 3 times the word L'toita voice regarding tefillin. Harei Kadar B'divrei Shmuel. Shmuel says that's 4 batim. I don't know 4 batim for tefillin shloish. Because it says the toita voice. Why? Because twice it says without a vav, and once it says with a vav. That's 4. The word in kitve is a different language. The word tat in kitve means 2. The word pat in African means 2. So toita voice means 2 plus 2 is 4. So the toita voice means 4. Taisus asks, okay, but if you have 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 3 should be 12, so why you say it's only 4? So the first answer Taisus says, because you don't have 12 pashas that says in it, so the max is 4. Just but Tefillin Shiyad, you put only everything in one box. Tefillin Shoresh, how do I know 4 boxes? Because it says in one pasuk 4. Or he says, out of the 3 psukim, one is Tchilos, left with 2. Each language has 2 twice. Toit. I mean, in Kitzveh, we have 4 batim, and in Africa, we have 4 batim. I'll be married a little bit more in Shur Bashar and Nadaf. What does it mean? You have languages of other languages in the Torah, and we'll see how it connects to this places. Really, there's a machlekes. That's only, says the Malchura, you see over here that there is a machlekes, if you go based on Kriya Ksiv. So well, it's only the Kriya and the Ksiv are different from each other. You have a vav, or you don't have a vav, like we had before. And that's why the entire machlekes you had before is when the Kriya and the Ksiv are different. But we're talking about chaylev v'cholav, it's the same word. Then everybody agrees you go based on the reading if it's written the same way that you read it. What about yir and yirah? That's written the same way. Someone doesn't have one eye, doesn't do mitzvahs riyah to come to Beis Hamikdash. Shenema yirah. What is yir and yirah? So we have a different pshat in the Rishonim how to learn it. But just we'll take one pshat of the Rishonim. It says, Yiroi kol schurchas b'yad Hashem, your schurcho will be seen by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you can read it, Yiroi kol schurchas b'yad Hashem, everybody will see HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now HaKadosh Baruch Hu will see you, or you will see HaKadosh Baruch Hu. K'derech sheba lirois, kach ba lirois. Someone is coming to be seen, that's why he's going to come to see. Mal lirois, meaning to be seen by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, b'shtei ein of HaKadosh Baruch Hu has 2 eyes. What does it mean? We medav HaKadosh Baruch Hu to a human being. Chora'af Hashem, Eini Hashem. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu has 2 eyes. Hafliru is b'shtei einov. So also liru has to be b'shtei einov. So he's dashing because it says you have yireh and yiroi, and he says and Rabbanim disagree. They say you don't dash it both. You don't dash the ksiv. You dash only the kri. So the question is, do you take the ksiv into account or not? So you see from here, there's a machlekes even though it's written in 7 the same way. What does it mean? What does it mean? So more really, there's a machlekes all over the place. So the everybody agrees there's a machlekes. So why by you do go based on the kri? What says like this? Because it says lo sevashel, and therefore what? Machlekes Rashi tells you how to understand it. Rashi says cooking is only something which is liquid, like milk. But if fat, chaylev, is not cooking, it's frying. It says it doesn't say loise tzitzigdi, or loise tagigdi. So it says must be milk and not fat. Taisus learns because it says loise it's only also because you're cooking it. If you're not cooking it, it's mutter. That's milk. You can drink milk. They're both mutter. Meat or the milk or mutter unless you cook them together. But chaylev is also to eat. Now, Taisus, already we have a question. Kiveger asked, there is chaylev that's mutter. Not every chaylev is also. But Taisus naked the chaylev is also. Means only the bishul causes the isur, but not something which is not bishul. So that's the machlekes of Ashki b'chalev yimoy. Does it talking about cooking, or is talking about this cooking? Come tell you that's milk because with fat you don't cook. Well, it's Ashki b'chalev yimoy that the cooking made it also, not something else. On this Beis Hashem also will have a beautiful shor machshava that comes of word based on this yisoid that something which is fried is not also midoraisa. But just to mention that the Vilna Gaon brings it in Shulchan Aruch, and the Marav Shiv says it over here. According to Rashi, when you fry meat and milk, it's not also midoraisa. And the Marav Shiv says if you do chicken, which is also only the Rabbanon, if you do chicken with milk frying, it will be mutter. All the places can disagree with him. But that's what comes out according to this Rashi. Beis Hashem will continue with this, the next half, from the Talmud Rabbanan.